Good morning, it's Lorraine Pursell. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Yay! We're going to be talking about how to halt anxiety before it becomes depression. Okay, and just a little bit about my background. I had a lifetime of depression, really bad depression, and 7 years ago, I completely lifted out of it. I found some information that really helped me a lot. I got off an 18-year addiction to Zoloft, and now I'm completely free in that there are still sometimes some rough days, but I understand it now and I know what to do about it and ride with it, and I know that tomorrow will be a better day. So thank you for tuning in today. And my desire and the desire of my heart is that my life can benefit you. And that all that I have gone through, and trust me, I understand what it feels like to have anxiety to the point where you can't move and to be so depressed that you can't get out of bed. But I'm completely transformed. Good morning. Good morning, Honesty. So glad you're here. So I'm here for you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to get this whirly bird off my head here. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Vicky, I was hoping you'd be here, girlfriend. Okay, well, that's a little bit better. Hey, so how do you stop anxiety before it gets into depression? This is Fairy Godmother Monday, by the way. This is the day where I show you how to make all your dreams come true in the quantum field of all possibilities, and what a perfect opportunity to talk about this subject. So I have claimed Fairy Godmother status as 25 years as a counselor and a coach. And I've been coaching people around the world on this subject and how to feel better about themselves. When I was 12, that was my wish for my life, was that I could help others feel better about themselves. And so that is my deepest desire to do that. And yes. So the way you stop anxiety. Oh, and for more of my work, please go to 3keys2selflove.com, 3keys2selflove.com. That's in the description. And also coming up November 13th, Friday, November 13th is the Anxiety Hacks Workshop in dealing with people and social anxiety and talking to people and answering questions. And it's this amazing 3-hour workshop where we're going to go in depth on your particular brand of anxiety and how to alleviate that. So for more on that, you can go to LorrainePursell.com/anxiety hacks, LorrainePursell.com/anxiety hacks. And go ahead and register. Right now it's on early bird. And I threw in a bonus for the first few who jump on are going to get a one-on-one consultation with me. So, wow. So, yes, I'm so happy to be here today. So happy to be here with my friends. Tag anybody that you know who needs this message. I'm drinking my celery juice. And just a little funny story. I was in such a hurry to make it this morning. I'm drinking a quart now, guys. I forgot to rinse it. So I had soap on it. Ugh. But at least it was plant-based soap. And it was only half of it. So, and I don't put that much soap in it, but I'm like, Anyway, sip. Here's to you. So I'm going to grab my crystals real quick. Yes, so getting a hold of anxiety by the shoulders before it turns into depression. Like, we know how this goes. You get a thought, and it's your body's cue when you feel anxiety that it's not the right direction to go. And so you don't really pay attention to it. You just go, yeah, that's right. That's really right. I remember my mom telling me that, or I remember my ex-boyfriend telling me that I wasn't good for anything. And and just in our quiet thoughts, those things can just start going and going and going and going and going, right? And then we kind of lose control of it, because then that thought turns into another thought and turns into another thought and turns into another thought. And pretty soon we are in full-blown anxiety that is freaking us the F out. Who knows about this? Can you guys tell me if you're resonating with this? It's something that I have watched in myself for the longest time. And so we have to catch it. And then if we don't catch it, then it starts to go into this big downward spiral. And pretty soon, even though we might have up moments and up thoughts, it's not enough to really outweigh the misery. And then pretty soon it's ganged up on us. And now we have nothing. Doc put me on Lexapro. I'm not liking it. Yes, me right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was the doctor's stopgap measure for you, Victor. And, his best intention. Yeah. I feel it with you. I'm feeling it for you. I'm feeling it because I'm an empath. I'm feeling exactly what you're feeling for you right now. So I heard this morning. One of our biggest life's purpose is to believe in ourselves and have our own backs. One of our biggest life's purposes is to believe in ourselves and have our own backs. So the thing that happens when we're going in this downward spiral is we're starting to believe the negative things in our head. Otherwise we go, what are you talking about? But instead, there's something in us that's going, yeah, right. And then it gets that familiar feeling of, yeah, I'm really not worth that much. I'm really not that amazing. I'm really, who did I think I was anyway? And what are people going to think? And blah, blah, blah. And pretty soon it just starts mushrooming into this huge thing. And then that goes into the shutdown because we don't express ourselves from that state. We are in this completely shut down state. Hold on, I'm going to see where the camera is. Is that it right there? Yes. Okay, yes. Completely shut down state. That's depression. Depression is the opposite of expression. So the only way to get out of it is to stop. When we start to feel that bad feeling, and the way you can really start to feel the bad feeling is to make a commitment to do nothing but feel good. Okay, so listen up. When you have created for yourself such a soup of feeling good, all is well, all is well, all is well, all is well. There's only abundance and love. There's only abundance and love. There's only abundance and love. Then when something weird comes in and goes, you go, wait, that's foreign. That's the place I've gotten to now. Before, it was only familiar, the ick. And we will still go to that familiar place. And guess what the root word of familiar is? Who can tell me what the root word of familiar is? Family. So from our upbringing, the people we're around, the way we feel around our kids, the way we feel around our siblings, the way we feel around our parents, whatever it was, that tends to be what the default is in us. So we have to do a lot of, this is the work, is coming out of that fog of that belief that there's something wrong with us. Because as long as we think there's something wrong with us, we're not going to express ourselves. And if we do, it's not going to be in a healthy way. So the key is to stop it before it gets to that point. As soon as you start to notice the anxiety, as soon as you start to notice that you are starting to feel bad anywhere, like, ooh, I don't feel so good about myself. I feel afraid. Like one of my triggers is when I start to feel afraid. You start to just unwind yourself back out of there. You don't even have to identify what the thought was. That doesn't even matter. Isn't that great? We don't have to go back and analyze it. And I have 25 years as a counselor where that's what we used to do. And I switched from that model to the coaching model because I wanted it to be not analyzing the past. Because analyzing the past only keeps us anchored in the past. Sometimes it's helpful, but for the most part, it's not. It just keeps us, our foot nailed to the floor as we keep analyzing the past and blaming people and unrooting stuff. And no, it's not the most productive way to spend our time. Hold on. So the way to get yourself out of anxiety before it turns to depression is to feel the feeling and go, ooh, this doesn't feel good, but I deserve more. I deserve better. So I am not going to keep entertaining this thought. And so you start thinking about, wow, look at the trees. Look at my beautiful house. Look at my beautiful house. I am going to do a special live to showcase my house at some point. There's one room that's not together yet, but with you guys, I don't really care. So it's good. We're all in each other's messes. It doesn't matter. Wow. Look at the sky. Look at the abundance of the air molecules. Look at my beautiful closet, the beautiful things I have. Oh, let's get off that subject. Let's get into nature. Look at the beautiful leaves right now while I'm talking to it. It is producing oxygen for me. Wow, and the sunshine and little children and puppies and kitties, and you just start thinking about all the things that bring you joy. You start going out of that. And even though your other mind is going, oh, don't. See, your mind, you have to be very careful with your mind. The mind is only a servant of the soul and the spirit. The mind is only the servant of the soul and the spirit. The mind is only the servant of the soul and the spirit. That was Albert Einstein who said that. So when our mind starts going, the itty bitty shitty committee, I think my sister came up with that one. You can just go, thank you for sharing, and thank you for trying to keep me small, because your mind, your ego, your smaller self wants to keep you small and safe. Thank you for trying to keep me small and safe. But we're going forward. And we're going to be okay. Is there anything you need from me right now to make you feel safe? Well, it might need for you to, hold its hand, that it's, going to be okay, that it's not going to be left alone, that it's not going to be left in the dust. It might need for you to hold it on your lap, or, carry it on your hip while you're walking forward. But you're going forward, because here's the truth. There is no satisfaction unless you are going forward, unless you're having progress. Only if you are having progress are you going forward, and are you going to feel satisfaction. That is the only satisfaction we have in life as humans. We can hit plateaus where we can sit for a little bit, but it doesn't take long before we're bored out of our minds and it's just not feeling fulfilling or satisfying anymore. So is this resonating with you guys? This is really, really, really vital information. So you catch it at the early stages, and you start to tune into your body cues that, oh, this is feeling funny. I don't even know what it was I was thinking. I don't even care what it was I was thinking. I'm lifting out of this. I'm going to think about the trees. I'm going to think about the puppies. I'm going to think about the great movie I saw last night. I saw The Purpose of Dogs last night. A Dog's Purpose. Yeah, A Dog's Purpose. Again, I've seen it before, but it was just so delightful thinking about that. Thinking about how there is only love in the world. There is only love in the world. There is only abundance. So I hope that this is helpful. The way to stop anxiety before it turns into depression, because if you keep those thoughts going, you will get depression. And the more you entertain those thoughts, what are you cultivating? 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 We nurse it. We nurse it. It's because that's familiar. We're used to being in that negative soup sometimes, a lot of us, from our, some of our family situations. It's in our, our very makeup. So we are elevating out of that. Does this make sense? So, Fairy Godmother Monday, make your dreams come true in the quantum field of all possibilities. What is the thing that you desire? What is the thing that you desire? Vicki, it might be for you to just feel great again. Feel great again. Get off this Lexapro and, just go. Be your full potential. Be your full potential. And here's the other thing. If we hit the skids, it does not define us. It does not mean anything about us. Don't make it mean anything. Just go forward. Just go forward. Just go forward. Just go forward. Sometimes we're going forward too fast and we need to integrate, and that could be part of what's going on when we're feeling a funk, is we need to stop and integrate for a while. We can't always be like on the top of the mountain, but I'm there a lot. I don't know why, but I've just found this place where it's a real place. I can turn my emotions, I can turn my feelings, I can turn my thoughts. I can be walking and just say the word bliss, 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 and this whole, like, all my cells in my gut just start to turn up and just like happy, like, yes, we're wanting this. So, I got some cutting edge stuff going on, and that means a lot coming out of the lifetime of depression. So what is the thing you want to make come true? What is your dream? And in the meantime, let's check in with Mother Earth. What is her message to you? And what is she requiring of you today? I'm just going to feel in. She just said, be strong, be bold. That's what she's been saying to me lately. Be strong. Whoops. Try that again. Mother Earth, be strong, be bold. Go ahead and drop it in when you get your message from Mother Earth. And just start anchoring in with the feeling of the thing that you desire. What is the feeling of the thing that you desire? Universe hears feelings. Words and thoughts can get us there, but ultimately what universe hears is feelings. So feeling the experience of having your lake house with the cabin and the tie-dye Jeep. Having that experience. Having the feeling of security, having the feeling of love surrounding you. Feel it. You can feel it whether it's there now or not. And what we can harness our emotions with, we're actually creating the chemical soup in our brain and in our body that we want to have. This is where we go out of victim and into victor. Out of victim of just life buffeting us around, and we are, as you jump on, say hi, so I know you're here, so I can welcome you. Buffeted around by the circumstances of life, and we take a hold of that and we harness it and we turn it into what we desire. And what I desire is feeling good, because I felt so bad for so long. So I desire feeling good. So you're actually creating, like when I say bliss, 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 Mother, yes, believe in you. I have to go and we'll check back after my Zoom. Very good. Yes, because that is part of our life purpose. A very big part of our life's purpose is to believe in ourselves and to have our own backs.